Korean exports in the first half of this year enjoyed record numbers, with shipments of mobile communication devices and semiconductors leading the way. But as our Connie Kim reports, the numbers don't tell the whole story.
Korea's exports have hit a record in terms of dollar value in the first half of this year, backed by the recovery of major economies. On a daily basis, the nation's overseas shipment has jumped to its highest at 4.5% from the previous year, logging $2.28 billion. Exports to advanced economies have played a positive role, with exports to the European Union rising the most at more than 11% and the United States at about 8%. Shipments of mobile communication devices rose at its sharpest pace at more than 12%, followed by semiconductors, steel, shipments, and automobiles. The Trade Ministry also attributed the record-high data to the improved performances of small and medium-sized businesses. Exports of these mid-sized companies have increased slightly more than 8%, while conglomerates' foreign shipping rose a mere 1% in the first quarter of this year. It's a record high, but the strong won held back South Korean exporters in the first half of the year.
The 2.6% rise in exports is lower than expected. Emerging economies are fastly catching up, while the product technology falls behind advanced nations. Moreover, the strengthening of the won was a factor, lowering the nation's total exports.
The $1 exchange rate in the second quarter of last year was in its 1100 range, while the exchange rate has fallen to the 1010 range. And Kim says the second half of this year's exports are not expected to pick up.
We were expecting the export to increase about 5 to 6% this year, but with the 2.6% growth in exports in the first half this year, the growth rate is not expected to pick up. The export growth for this year is not expected to reach 5%.
Connie Kim, Arirang News.